Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. So I was editing some videos for further down the line, some more Takeda gameplay, some more Havoc Goro stuff, and a cameo for Havoc that I'm still tinkering with. But I took a break for a second, went to go get some food and checked, Twitter. And apparently, tomorrow, tomorrow Ed Boon will be revealing, or I guess NetherRealm as a whole will be revealing Year 2 of For Honor. He says in his tweet, "We can't wait to show you what's coming from Mortal Kombat Year 2." And, in what's it called? The continuing story, which is, basically we already knew that there was going to be an Aftermath like DLC, because at the end of, if you've played the story mode, spoilers if you haven't, at the end of the Mortal Kombat 1 story, Havoc is like the new big bad, where at least he doesn't seem anything like the Havoc we see in the actual story. He doesn't seem like a lackey. He seems more like the Havoc from like the MKX comics, who's very, conniving, very smart, and understands, is more, at least has more of an IQ than, lukewarm water. And we knew that there was going to be a continuing story. So hopefully, we get to see even more of Havoc, and he's not a fucking boring one-note character, and he's at least some version of the old Havoc, the one that people actually came to love. Because honestly, if this is the way Havoc is to go out, this is where Mortal Kombat 1 would have ended, I don't see him ever returning again, because you can't really drum up any interest in a character when no one knows anything about the character. Obviously, you have fans from the old days that already know Havoc, but then there are people from MK1 who are just being introduced to Natara, Ashura, Havoc, all the characters from the 3D era. And for the most part, none of them, most of them were not really, expanded upon or delved into in any meaningful way, except Ashura. She's actually really good. I think that she has a good chance of coming back. But besides the story, he says that there are future fighters coming, which we already can guess as well. Kombat Pack 2. Now, in terms of Kombat Pack 2, there is a few leaks going around of what the Kombat Pack 2 is supposed to be, but obviously you take those with a grain of salt until they are officially revealed by NetherRealm themselves. I'm very interested in who they could be, personally, because personally, we always get at least one DLC or DC character from the non-Mortal Kombat side. I'm very interested to see who's on the Mortal Kombat side, because I would like to. I saw that they gave Kung Jin an entirely new design, so I would not be surprised to see Kung Jin in the next Kombat Pack. But who I would like to see is Kung Jin, Cabal, and Noob Saibot. I think those three would be super sick. Kung Jin simply because, you had the girls from the girl Kombat kids. It would only be right to have the boy Kombat kids for this game. Cabal, I think he'd be really cool to be a more rushdown character. Kind of in the same, I guess, vein as Ermac or Homelander, where he uses gas cancels and he's constantly rushing you down, using that speed to mix you up and constantly, always moving around the map and being able to do air dashes, kind of like Natara, a mix of Natara, Homelander, and Ermac, somewhere in that range. I think that would be super cool. And maybe he even still has the little Cabal, where he throws the hook blades from at the bottom like MK11, or the ones where he does it in MK9. And if we were talking the non-DLC characters, there's usually at least one DLC or DC character. I'm going to throw a curveball. In all honesty, I would love to see Doomsday. I think Doomsday would be a really cool, brawler, grappler type, where he's constantly, able to leap from the one end of the screen to the other to constantly hawk you down and, have the command grabs and all that crazy stuff. I think he would be super cool. Now, the other two, I don't know off the top of my head who I would really want, but those four, if I got those four at the bare minimum, I absolutely would buy this pack. I personally have the feeling that I'm not going to be super interested in this pack unless Noob Saibot is in it. as you know, a lot of you people know, Noob Saibot is my favorite character, like bar none. It's him, then Havoc, then Takeda. But if Noob Saibot is in this pack, I'm more than likely going to be buying this pack. I don't care if all other 5 is just Taven and Dagon, you know, each just over and over and over. I don't give a shit. I just want Noob Saibot, bro. I can't stop. But third and finally, there are big surprises. You know, obviously this doesn't tell us anything. None of this tells us anything about the future fighters, the big surprise, even the story. We just know that it's more than likely going to be about Havoc. But the big surprises, I'm not sure what that could mean. I'm sure it's probably going to be another like expansion type for invasions. There's definitely going to be something about invasions in this little reveal as well. And I would not be surprised to see them finally talk about what Warrior Shrine is. Because Warrior Shrine, it's been a year or a little under a year, and we don't know what it is. So I would not be surprised to see it just, you know, magically come up out of nowhere at this. What other big surprises? Maybe there's new modes coming out, a test your might, you know, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't get my hopes up on that kind of stuff, but I do think maybe there's like maybe they do like some more expansions on the masteries, and you get like 5 more, or maybe they add more brutalities and fatalities. Maybe they add mercies back into Mortal Kombat 1, or babalities, animalities, like new stuff like inside of the game itself. I would not be surprised to see them add new maps like they did MK11, where they added the Deadpool, or maybe they go back and add some of the MKX ones like the Dead Woods, or I forgot what that one was called. The one where like Kotal Khan was there, like not like Kotal Khan's statue, that place was like the Outward Market. I think that's what it was called. Whatever. I would not be surprised to see them add new maps. There's just so much that they could do that this does have me excited. Once again, it's Friday, July 26th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. Is that Pacific Standard? So if it's Pacific Standard, then that's what, 5 Eastern, 4 Central. I don't know all the time zones. I'm just naming off the ones I know off the top of my head. Wow. I'm excited. Like in the span of what? A week? Not even a week. It's only been a couple of days, because Takeda came out Tuesday. So it's only been a couple of days. In the span of like 4 or 5 days, Mortal Kombat has gone from the most dead fighting game on earth. Okay, maybe not that far, but one of the most boring fighting games that is currently like hot right now, to actually being like feeling like the devs are like putting their all into this. It feels good. It feels good. I can't lie. I'm excited for whatever comes out tomorrow. I'll definitely cover it. But let me know what you guys think. What characters do you think are gonna be in Combat Pack 2? What do you hope to happen in the new story? Even what kind of surprises are you hoping to see for Mortal Kombat 1? Yeah, I've been your boy Mementos. Peace.